Begin transmission. Ridgeway Unified School District. Emergency bulletin issued. 7:12 a.m. Internal code 11B. Behavioral anomaly. Faculty. Good morning. This is an official emergency transmission from the Ridgeway Unified School District. At this time, we ask all students and faculty to remain calm and follow instructions precisely. This message is being distributed district-wide in response to recent events reported within classroom environments. An internal investigation is currently underway regarding behavioral irregularities among certain faculty members. While we continue to assess the scope of this situation, all schools will remain open. However, students are advised to be observant and cautious during instructional hours. The following behavioral pattern has been noted in multiple locations. Instructors, previously confirmed present, mentally sound and responsive, have begun repeating phrases, not once or twice, but in seamless, perfect loops. When asked to clarify, they do not acknowledge the repetition. They maintain eye contact longer than is socially appropriate. When you blink, they don't. When you speak, they pause, as if they are listening for someone else. Initially, we believed this to be a psychological response to stress. That conclusion is no longer supported by the evidence. One student from room 2B attempted to film her teacher repeating the same 5-minute lecture 3 times in a row. The footage could not be reviewed. Only her desk was visible. Not her, not the teacher, only her desk, and behind it, a wall that isn't in that classroom. We are now issuing this advisory. If your teacher stops writing mid-sentence and stares at the board without blinking for more than 20 seconds, leave the room. Do not ask questions. Do not raise your hand. Do not attempt to alert others verbally. Several students who ignored this directive were found sitting upright at their desks, unmoving. Their eyes were open. Their mouths were slightly parted. No one could get them to respond. Their reflections in the window glass blinked, but they did not. Further reports have detailed an audible distortion present when these affected instructors speak. Low-frequency tones, almost mechanical. If you hear the same word echoing after they say it, like a delay or an overlapping track, you are no longer in a normal classroom environment. Do not follow your teacher into any room you do not recognize. Some of the affected instructors have been seen opening doors that lead into empty black spaces. These are not storage rooms. They do not exist on our blueprints. A substitute teacher was recorded turning to write on the whiteboard. He did not turn back. He wrote one sentence, backwards, over and over, with his hand twitching. The sentence was, "I am not supposed to be here." After 17 repetitions, he collapsed. When paramedics arrived, there was no writing on the board, no chalk, no markers, no substitute listed in the school records. To all students, if your teacher smiles and it lasts too long, longer than it takes to say a sentence, leave. One student who remained in his seat said the smile widened without moving the lips. The corners of the mouth stretched toward the ears, and the sound of the voice came from the ceiling tiles. We regret to inform you that Principal Harrow has been removed from campus after exhibiting these symptoms. He was seen entering the cafeteria at 2:17 p.m. and asking students questions that didn't make sense in English. The janitor who approached him said, "That's not him. His shoes are wrong." When security entered, they found 2 versions of Principal Harrow, one standing, one sitting. The sitting one spoke, the standing one stared, unblinking, at the exit door. Neither could explain who the other was. At this time, we urge all students and faculty to remain in well-lit areas. Avoid being alone with any staff member who exhibits the following behaviors: sudden silence followed by staring, repeated phrases that never vary, knowledge of personal details that were never shared, movements that are too still or too smooth, a smile that doesn't end. We do not believe this to be an illness. We do not believe this to be human error. We no longer believe all of our staff are our staff. This is not a test. If your teacher does any of these things, leave class immediately. Do not call home. Do not look back. Do not try to help your friends. We are working to contain this. We do not yet understand how far it has spread. Some teachers are real, some are not. Do not try to tell the difference. Just run. We repeat, if your teacher does this, leave class immediately. End transmission. This concludes the emergency broadcast. We cannot promise this message will reach you again. If you are still listening, do not wait for the bell. Do not wait for your name to be called. Do not trust the voice on the intercom. Get up, get out, go.